Swooop Nation. Swooop.
What up, world? Welcome to Swooop Nation Sports. It's your boy Mark. You know we're going to be covering a variety of topics, but today we solely focus on LeBron James. I'm sure y'all heard the news by now. LeBron James is going back home to Cleveland, where he belongs, back in his home state to help deliver his team and his city a championship. But if y'all haven't heard it by now, I'm going to touch base with y'all and answer a few questions by the fans. Okay, where do I even begin with this question? Let's see. You guys remember back in 2010, the decision and how everything went down? LeBron on national TV didn't let anybody know he was playing, and much anticipated on ESPN. You guys know the decision. But how did he announce his decision in front of the whole world? He didn't even have the nerve to call the Cleveland Cavaliers owner, general manager, anybody, and let him know of the decision before letting it known to the whole world that he was going to be taking his talents to South Beach, you know? So what you're asking is, why would he play for a city that burnt his jerseys? Let's see why they burnt his jerseys. Now, just like LeBron said, if you sat up here and your girlfriend cheated on you, are you going to be fond of that? Are you going to be okay? Are you going to be okay with that? Are you going to love her? Are you going to sit there and give her a parting gift on her way out and say, yeah, here, let me just give you a gift away. Why don't you just go have a nice life with this new guy? No, you're not. LeBron James is not going to be given a welcome mat out the door. The way he did it was totally horrible, uncalled for. The fans in Cleveland care. They're passionate. They love their player. They love their chosen one. LeBron gave him a big slap in the face. He walked out on them in their life and basically left them for the next girl, the next fine thing. And you guys expect them to not burn his jerseys? What's a burnt jersey? What is that? At the end of the day, what does it really mean? They burnt his jerseys. Okay, wow. They were upset LeBron James left. And now they're over it, and why would he go back there? He's from that area of Ohio. He grew up there, was raised there, played basketball there. He met his wife that he has that he's with now, that's going on his third kid with. He met her there. His mother's from there, so all his friends and his fan base is from that city. Why would he not bring that city a championship? Mind you, he promised to deliver the city a championship before he left. He didn't fulfill that promise, and now he's coming back to deliver that city of promise, and these Miami Heat fans have a problem with him going back. They didn't have no problem when he left Cleveland for Miami. They were all celebrating and all happy, jumping up and down. But now you guys want to be mad that he left Miami for Cleveland? And hey, if I could look on the internet, if I could see what I'm seeing, which is right, the Heat fans are burning LeBron jerseys too. The only difference here is Heat fans really don't give a fuck. It's a party city. They left Game 6 of the NBA Finals. They don't deserve LeBron. Cleveland deserves LeBron. He's back home where he belongs. Miami fans don't deserve any great players. It's a party city. They don't care about their teams. They don't care about the players. It's just one big joke. You don't leave Game 6 of the NBA Finals with your team losing. So if that doesn't answer your question, then I don't know what will. Not only do I guarantee you he will stay with the Cavaliers, he's not going anywhere. He's there for life. He made that little swift little jump move to Miami Heat. He went over there. He won his couple rings. He's seen how it once. He knows what it takes to be a winner now. He's back with Cleveland. When he made this decision to come back home to Cleveland, he knew it wasn't just a 1 or 2 year thing. He realized that this was a decision for the rest of his life. Now let me tell you why. Before the decision was made, you know he had a long thought process and said, listen, if I go back to Cleveland and I go there for a couple years, is there any way that I can leave that city again? No. You know he's not leaving again. So there goes that. There goes the number one reason he's not going to leave. Now, let me tell you another reason why he's not going to leave. If he wins rings there, why would he leave? He has a nice young team there. He's got all the help he can get. You know they're going to go out there to get him all the talent he can get, because they already seen what happened when he didn't. They got Andrew Wiggins, a young superstar. Potentially going to get Kevin Love, probably without even giving up Andrew Wiggins. They got Deion Waiters, Tristan Thompson. They got a few draft picks. So that nucleus right there is good enough to have that team on the upcoming for the next half a decade. And now, even if he doesn't win a championship within that time frame, which I highly doubt, even if he doesn't win a championship, that's even more of a reason why he's not going to leave. He's not going to leave. He promised these Cleveland fans a championship. He promised to deliver a championship to the city of Ohio, and he will not stop until he fulfills the promise that he gave to these Cleveland fans. Now this is a pretty good question, but let me just start here. Winning a title in Miami was more like, okay, the whole world expected you guys teamed up, you won a ring in Miami, everybody expected you to do it anyway, so I think LeBron, he wanted the taste of victory and he wanted just to see how it tasted to win because all those sour tasted in Cleveland of losing, so he just wanted to know what it felt like to be a winner. So after he got that feeling of being a winner, I think he was probably like, this is what it takes to win, okay. Now, is it that good? Was it that good of a feeling? I'm sure it was a good feeling. Winning is probably the best feeling. Losing is a bad feeling. But winning in Cleveland is going to be a much bigger story. Not only for him, but for his legacy. It's light years beyond winning in Miami. So I think that when it's all said and done, LeBron James will tell you himself that winning in Cleveland is ultimately bigger and more important to him than winning in Miami was. Everybody will be able to tell you, I hated LeBron James for going to Miami. I hated it. Nobody probably hated it more than me. I'm not a Cleveland fan, but I love LeBron. LeBron is like, he's one of my favorite players of all time. He should have never have done that. You know what? But he proved me wrong. He went to Miami and he won. So at the end of the day, mission was accomplished. He went to Miami. His goal, he went through there for a certain goal and he achieved that goal. So you know what? I got off him for that. But as far as him jumping teams and all that, I can't really say that he's jumping teams. He's been in the league for over 10 years now. He's only been played for 2 teams. If he would have had left, say, Miami and would have went to the Lakers or something and paired up with Kobe, then I can call him a ship jumper and a ring chaser. But he's going back home. So the man's not a ring chaser. He left Miami because he wanted to see how it was to taste that ring. He didn't already have 2 rings and he ran and tried to go get more. He didn't already win before and now he's trying to win more just to add rings to his collection. What he did was he just wanted to feel what it was like to win. He didn't know what that was like, so he went to Miami to see what it was like to win. Now here's my favorite part of the segment, and I'm sure you guys are going to love this but also hate it. Because this is going to take a shot at all you fake ass Miami Heat fans, which a lot of my friends was fake ass Miami Heat fans. I can't stand them, I hate them, you guys disgust me. You don't know about the sport, you don't know about the game, and you damn for sure don't know about legacy. But let me begin here. LeBron James made the decision on national television to stick it to his home city and say he was going to take his talents and go down to South Beach and play with another superstar than Dwayne Wade. I didn't agree with it. I believe if you're an NBA superstar, you stay where you were drafted. Not only you stay where you're drafted, but your home city, and you try to deliver that team a championship. You get superstars that come to you. That's your team. You're LeBron James. You ain't Mike Miller. You're not Ray Allen. You're not some washed up bum or some sideline bench warmer to come in and hit a couple threes. You're LeBron James. I bet all my friends back in 2010 in July, I predicted. I said LeBron will. I guarantee you he will go back to Cleveland. Why did I know this? I'm not a psychic. I'm just a regular fan just like anyone of you guys. But just take a look and sit here and think about this for one moment. At the end of the season, he exercised his opt-out clause with Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh. And I kind of thought in my head, I was like, oh, these guys are going to opt in. But then I still kept faith, and in my head, I'm like, no. There's no way LeBron's going to re-sign to this team. They're aging. They're old. Wade is on his last legs. Chris Bosh is soft as shit. And I knew LeBron James was going to get the hell out of there. So, LeBron James wants a thought in his head. Do I stay here in Miami and keep competing with these old fucks and lock myself into another long-term contract with Wade, somebody that can't help me, and be stuck in the same situation I'm in Cleveland? Where? Even if they do get me help, even if I do win, it's in Miami, where these fucking fans should be ashamed of themselves. Leaving Game 6 in the NBA Finals against the Spurs with their team down by 5 in the elimination game, these guys walk out the stadium, and you want the game's best player to stay there and support you guys and play for you guys? How dare you? You don't deserve LeBron. You don't deserve any legitimate superstar. Dwayne Wade can stay there. He was drafted, he shows you guys loyalty, but no fucking NBA superstar should go play with you guys. You don't care. You're just a bunch of fucking rich ass people. You don't care about NBA teams. You don't care about legacy. You burned his jerseys too. You don't deserve LeBron James. He deserves to be in Cleveland, where he's born, where he belongs, where he's from. Let him give that city a ring. I'm sick and tired of all you Heat fans. I'm glad you finally get put to rest. A lot of my friends, good night, goodbye. Put a fork in all you fucks. It's over. You're done. The Heat stink. They're going to be garbage. LeBron's back in Cleveland, and there you go. I told you, I predicted it, I called it, and I'm so happy LeBron James is back in Cleveland. And guess what? All you fake LeBron fans, no, Cleveland doesn't want you rooting for him, because all you kept arguing with me about was he ain't going to Cleveland. They can't win over there. Nobody wants to play over there. Well, guess what? you ain't real LeBron fans because you didn't want him to go back to Cleveland. He went back to Cleveland and said, don't try to root for the man now when he gives that city a championship. I don't want to hear I'm a Bill LeBron fan. I'm with him since day one. No, that shit does not fly here. He went back to Cleveland. You stayed in Miami. Please stay down there with that motherfucking bandwagon because the bandwagon's not going to Cleveland. It ran out of gas in Miami, alright? Shut the fuck up. Alright, that pretty much wraps it up for today. I'm out of time, folks, so make sure you guys subscribe to Swooop Nation on the Twitter page, and make sure you subscribe to this too on YouTube. And make sure you guys leave comments, whether it's negative or positive, because you know what, I like negative, because I love debating. That's what I love doing. I want to see your negative comments down there so I can come back. And I want you guys to ask me questions down there on the page too. Follow us at Twitter, Swooop Nation, and give me some feedback on what y'all think about this, about LeBron going back to Cleveland.
Swooop Nation. Swoop.
If she ain't fucking, she got to go. Yeah. Tell her don't waste my time. Police wanna stop me, search my clothes.